Louisiana beer reviews.
We are looking at Mr. Krunkles by Terrapin. Now this is a company out of Athens, Georgia. They started off as small microbrew and they were sold to Miller. Although the website doesn't say that. So we're looking at Mr. Krunkles. It says it's a tale of the Krunkles continues to grow across the globe, blah blah blah. Anyway, some thing, and then at the end it says the man, myth, the legend. So Mr. Krunkles.
I never heard of this.
It's a big story. I don't feel like getting into.
Yeah, I never heard of this till today.
Yeah. So this is an IPA. It's 6.5, so it's probably very similar to the Hopsecutioner, which was first introduced to us in New Orleans approximately 5 years ago, and it was a fan favorite. Everyone loved it. So.
Yeah, Hopsecutioner.
Yep, and everything came in bottles, and now
it's all cans.
Everything's cans. Remember back in the day, nobody would drink out of a can. No, it's gonna taste like metal. So
yeah, sometimes
kind of gotten over that, and I'd say now, even before they got sold or bought out or however you want to say it, that this is probably along the long lines and the size of a Beta Brew, which is kind of larger.
Yeah, probably about the same size.
Yeah, you see in Arnold's and places like that.
Yeah.
They're not really micro brews.
No. Full Sail, Harpoon,
Yeah.
Shiner.
Yeah. It's your mid-sized companies
all those
making
guys.
better beer than the big three.
Dixie even.
Okay, so if you look at it, it looks like the appearance is that West Coast clear style, which we love. I love a clear beer. There's a lot of dancing going on with the bubbles. Poured it out, gave it a hard pour, and still not really a big head on it. For some reason, you got more bubble lacing.
Yeah.
Almost like Miller High Life for some reason. Certainly looks like the color of Miller High Life.
Wonder what the IBUs are on this.
Sorry, I didn't look it up.
We'll probably be able to make a good guess. Then I'll check and see if they, when I go to put the notes on this video, I'll see if they have the IBUs listed.
Yeah. Sorry for the lack of preparation on this video, kids, but we just decided to absolutely do this today.
Yeah, I usually do a lot of research, but it's hard when you're visiting somebody.
So this is a pretty good beer. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's balanced. I'm getting a good balance between the hops, the flavor. You taste that hop resin in it.
The resin, it's got like I always say this, if you watched enough of my videos, like the white bread crust, and that's the malt, the pale malts, pale ale, and then the hop resin, which some people say is like pine needles, pine, some fruit like pineapple or
slightly. I'm not getting a fruity pineapple.
A little of that. It's probably, what you think, about 55 IBUs?
Around 50 or so, yeah.
Some of these IPAs, especially the hazy ones, they really are pale ales. They'll say it's an India pale ale with 35 IBUs or 40 IBUs. To me, that's just a pale ale, 40 IBU.
And doesn't the alcohol per volume have to be at a certain level before you can call it an India pale ale?
I guess there's no real law or rule about it. It's just a general practice. Usually you think about 6%.
Well, I would
5.8
at
least.
Assume there's some kind of a standard because India pale ales are actually British-born beers.
Yeah, they used to ship them to India.
Yeah, not American-born beers. But this is also American recipe.
Yeah.
India Pale Ales, which they really should call them American
IPAs.
India Pale Ales.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. You got the English style, the East Coast. They call them now the Third Coast, the Gulf Coast, the West Coast.
I just dropped the whole
medium
India
body
Pale Ale thing and call them something else.
It's probably too late for that. Medium body.
Medium body. Yeah.
Pretty dry finish.
Dry. Really
It's
good.
kind of simple, like it's nothing new or revolutionary, but it's just like they said, I don't know what the deal is with the mustache, but they just said, let's make a good old early 2000s IPA.
Well, the mustache is one of those curled up on the ends. It kind of reminds me of the old explorers, you know, they conquer the world. The British would go out.
Yeah,
You'd always see them.
like Rudyard Kipling writing a poem about it.
Jay said.
Well, you know, so, but do you get what I'm saying about the older style IPAs from like 15 years ago? It was kind of like this, was like
Yeah.
a big thing, and that died
Yeah,
away.
this is a really good older style IPA.
What would you give it, like an A?
Oh, yeah, it's a well put together beer. But I'm also hearing that since Miller owns Terrapin Company now, that there's going to be a Miller High Life, hopped up Miller High Life, the collaboration of Terrapin coming out.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
And I'm wondering if it's going to be like this, like maybe this is a precursor to it.
It might be like an IPL.
And because I'm telling you, it looks the same color as Miller High Life, because Miller High Life is a little more golden color.
and paler than that.
Pale.
Hey, I'm going to say 94 out of 100. You know, most excellent.
I'm giving 92 because I think they could have done a better job on this.
So A minus. Okay, well, okay, fair enough.
But it's well put together. It tastes really good. There's no funk in it.
We have some
Maybe I got to change from 92 up to 95.
Huh?
I have to change from 92 to 95. I'm sitting there, I'm describing everything that's good, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I can't give it a 92 if it's...
He played leapfrog with me. He jumped over my score. Okay, so ta-da! A most excellent beer. It's probably not good to get too finicky with numbers anyway, but we're saying most excellent, you know. So hey, great job, Terrapin.
I just wish it had a little bit more bitter note, because personally that's what I like, is the bitter notes.
And of course, when we a little bit more bitter.
Yeah, less sweet.
Higher IBUs. When we say Miller, we really mean Molson Coors, because Miller doesn't own itself. They're owned by Molson Coors. Canada, America, a 50-50 combination. Whatever. Laissez les bon temps rouler. Thanks for watching this video production. And
I
y'all,
am not complaining, because I'll tell you what, kids, Miller High Life is one of the best beers, I think, out there.
I really like Miller High Life.
I do too.
And even more so Miller Genuine Draft. And y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.